everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Ravens are top 10 in rushing yards. They're going up against the Dolphins team that will need to keep the running game in check.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Davis. Space to maneuver at the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Tannehill. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going deep here for Landry. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, They were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Play action. Daniel. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a first down throw. Tannehill got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tannehill to Landry. Good for a Dolphin first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Daniel looks to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. Daniel looking deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that way. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now Daniel on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Set. Green, 39.
Off play action. Daniel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39. Over.
Throwing on 3rd down. Daniel. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Davis now. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Daniel. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Here's Tannehill. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 17. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Second and goal to go now. They go again with Davis. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run with Davis. And he will lose lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here's Daniel. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now let's go. Watching now, Barney. Set. Green, 3.
On second down, here's Daniel. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. William Hayes in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue lining. Blue lining. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, Daniel. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So now here come the Dolphins. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting a quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
First and goal here from the 2. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Clark. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now Daniel. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Lawrence Timmons. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go! Green, 39!
From the gun, here's Daniel. And the pressure gets to him again. William Hayes in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Now Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Down, it's Daniel. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And he puts it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Leopard! Over! Green, 39, Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw is Daniel. The right side, that's complete to Clark. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw is Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A first down throw for Daniel. That's caught out left by Perriman. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Now a handoff looking right. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Detroit, 19. 19.
From the gun, Daniel. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with Williams. Room here to run. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Now Tannehill. He gets it to Thomas. And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyus Bowser coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Tannehill. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. There he goes inside the 30. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tony Jefferson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And Parkey not able to convert. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back that Philly. Here we go. Set.
They fake the give. Daniel. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Daniel. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kiko Alonso in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Detroit.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Single. Here you go. One yank.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And bulldozing his way through. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Go.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Thomas. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
In the red zone this time.
Hey, watch the slant. Right, tight right. Hey. Check it backer. Hey.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Now, look at 56.
Now Daniel. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He's going to field this at the 4. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
first and 10, Tannehill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This is Dixon, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.